Welcome to Us vs. the Build. My name is Ezilii, and you can find me on Twitch and Twitter. The links will be down below.
And hi, I'm Blue, and you can find me on Twitch and Twitter as well. You'll find the links down below.
Blue, how are you?
I'm doing good today. How are you?
It's a little chilly here, but things are looking up.
I mean, you're in, like, the coldest area of the United States right now, so yeah, it's a little chilly.
Kinda, yeah, just a wee bit chilly. And today, what we did the bumpkin challenge. What'd you think of it?
This is the hardest build of my life, and I've been playing Sims since I was 8.
I would agree. It was definitely a challenging build. I kind of like. I don't know where I found it, but it struck to me. Let's give some background. So apparently, there's this couple that they're a doctor and a veterinary nurse or something like that, and they want an open floor plan, right? They have a max budget of 150,000 simoleons, and they really love modern and contemporary design.
Which is a struggle for me already, because I don't do modern.
Right. And then here's the catch. Are you ready for the catch? How big was the space?
15 by 5.
Right. And then we had a max floor height of like 3 floors, but we could have a basement or a rooftop garden outside of those floors, I think.
That did give us a little bit of leeway for a functional outdoor space, because an outdoor space was required. So, I mean, having that extra, like, rooftop garden made it just the tiniest bit easier, but it was still extremely challenging.
And the additional, like, curveball was you could only use the small wall height.
Yes, no tall walls, which... I mean, when you see Ezilii's build here in a minute, she found a way around that, and it was genius.
You know, I was like, screw this.
I was so blown away. I was like, oh my god, Ezilii, that's so smart.
I am going to break the rules. They were written, therefore they must be broken.
Okay, this is your build. I'm so hyped to watch this. I haven't seen the whole thing yet.
Although it's edited, right? This is a build different from what I did on Twitch, which I have another build that I submitted for the challenge from Twitch. This is an additional one. Well, it was fun. I really liked the challenge, right? Like, give me clients.
Do you agree that one of the hardest parts of this challenge was the shell itself? Where they put the walls and where the space was made your entrance and where you put your windows really difficult.
Well,
like, you can't put a window backed up to a wall on, like, the bottom floor.
You could.
It was complicated.
You could.
Did you edit the shell at all?
No. I just worked within this, like, 5 by 15 space that Devin had marked out. I also moved. What did I do?
Your cabinets were crooked. I think you fixed it though.
Oh yeah. They'll get fixed. They'll get fixed.
Did you know that you can take those and actually set them up into a functional island where the 4 corner pieces get smaller? I can teach you how to do that if you don't know how to do that yet.
I think I understand what you're saying.
When you make an island like that, you can set it up. Oh, what?
Wait for it.
Tell me the things. I'm waiting.
I'm gonna make magic happen. I think I'm gonna make magic happen in, like, I don't know, a
30
minute.
seconds or so. I'm
gonna grab. So I like to shove those lights underneath that cabinet, but wait for it.
That's beautiful. I'm gonna steal that idea. Thanks.
Go for it. It might be here. I might be doing it here. I'm like, is this too far? Is this? I mean, you got to walk around the steps. Like, okay, I could put a table here. This would be a dining room, and then, like, there's your living room. Boom, open floor plan. Done. Rocked it. Right.
Yes.
But
open floor plan on this build made it harder.
Yes. And so maybe I cut it out. We'll see at the end. I don't want to give spoilers away. But
don't give spoilers, but I want to see it. I'm here for it.
And then it's like, okay, they want modern and they want contemporary. Well,
jeez.
You could kind of see what I did, but I didn't show you how I did it. If you look at the kitchen.
I mean, Yeah, you can kind of see it, but not quite.
It's not.
It's
That's
so
still not the
pretty,
final form, right?
but I like it. I see it. I'm peeking at it, but I'm also not going to spoil because I'm going to wait and see the whole thing, and then other people are going to be like, "Oh my god, now I see it! It's so cool."
And then I'm like, what is this floor? I need a good floor. And then I'm like, I need a good color. I need a good something. Oh, a backsplash would look great. But none of these.
But literally none of these.
Uh
That one's beautiful from Spot A. That's gorgeous. I love those thin, long, rectangular tiles.
Yep, I want them in
Love
my
them.
house.
Me too. Same. I actually don't have a backsplash in my kitchen. And that's something that we are working towards is new cabinets and a new backsplash in my IRL kitchen. And every time I go to like Home Depot or Lowe's, I throw a fit because I want everything that I see. Plants have to have the plants because this is a contemporary modern build, and not only does it fill space, but it's also very, very much the style. Oh, that's beautiful. I like the way you set those plants up. Ooh, I like that one too.
Shh, don't tell anybody.
I'm just fangirling. That's all I do, guys. Whenever we do this, I just fangirl over Ezilii's build. That's what I'm here. I'm her hype man, and you don't even know it.
Oh, then
So
I'm
you
like,
did the same
what's
thing
the
I did.
outside?
You started by building your 3 spots, and then started building interior.
Well, yeah, I was like, just because it helps me conform to the
you
rules.
need to know what it. Yeah, you need to know what it's gonna be.
Like, this is my maximum space without a lower level basement or a rooftop garden. Like,
right.
this is the space I have to work with. Oh, look at that.
Oh, here's Ezilii's genius, where you can all be jealous.
What do you mean I have to use small wall height?
I don't think so. I think I'll do this instead. Thank you. that evil laugh is everything. Perfect column placement too, because it's like it's safety on the stairs as well as clearly holding up that top floor. Like I said, we like functional builds here.
Well, it's something needs it.
Oh, and I did edit my build from our last build challenge, so if anyone wants to download that, I did fix it and make it functional.
Oh, where they'll walk
Couldn't
into
get
that gallery
inside.
part? Yeah.
Yeah, I fixed the gallery. That was a mess.
Like here I'm like this trim, man. It just looks so bad. I just need one piece to cover it. And I'm like, I just give up. I'm like, I'm done. I'm moving on.
I'm done. I'll come back to it.
Yeah.
I do that too, for sure. I think most Sims builders do that, where they're like, oof, this is giving me a hard time. I'll just come back to this later, which is smart because then you get frustrated and you don't want that.
Right. Don't get frustrated. There's no need to get frustrated with it.
And there are some really challenging builds out there, this one especially. So, I mean, if you find yourself getting frustrated, just, take a beat from what you're doing and then move on to something else and come back to it.
Yeah. And I wasn't quite happy with the windows. And, in real life, there would be blinds, vertical blinds or something, or draperies or something that would at least cover that if you want no fish bowling.
Where did you put this property that you don't have a wall backed up to your 15 by 5?
I'm very carefully not showing that part because I knew the camera would bump around. But there's that
okay.
that big, because it's the same place that I built last time. Windenburg?
Yes, Windenburg. Windenburg is accurate.
And it's got that big wall. And here I'm probably yelling at a cat.
My camera did bump around a lot because I left that wall up. And in the future, I'm yelling at a cat. Get off my keyboard. In the future, if we have another build like this,
or
I'll
I
do that
stopped
too.
it. Did I stop it? No. So we're watching a video playback. I'm pretty sure this was edited out. We are watching a video playback to see this, but I might be yelling at somebody, right?
I mean, they probably deserved it. Let's be real.
Oh, you know what? I was probably modding in Twitch chat at the moment.
See, you're a good mod. People mod me every 5 minutes, and then I'm like, I don't even. I've been in your channel twice. I would love to mod for you, but I just don't have the time. And then like I'll go back to a channel like 6 months later, and I'm still modded, and I'm like, whoa, whoa. I only actively mod in 2 channels, I think.
Well, when I was doing this, I had a stream up, obviously, if I was doing modding, and I was working, and there was some chatting, but the real show is at the end of these speed builds. But this is the outside. Like, you see the little tower that popped up, and then that's where you walk through, and then like,
look at you having to change the color of all these individually.
It's because I changed my mind.
That's what you do. Make it harder on yourself by changing your mind. Every Sims builder ever in the history of time. That is beautiful, though. Worth it, you know?
But
Worth it.
Now we have an outdoor space with a grill and some outside storage that would keep stuff hopefully dry.
Yes. I love those lights that you place, but I always make mine really tiny so that they can't be seen because they cast a lot of light, but they're not the cutest in the world, but they are like, I think they're probably the most commonly used light in the entire Sims lighting library. But I always like, what is it? Shift parentheses or whatever, make them really tiny so you actually can't see where they are.
And then,
okay, so I use those same hedges.
Did you?
Because they're like perfect for that space. Yes, they're perfect for the roof space. And they can be placed so close together as well, so that it makes a solid wall of hedging that isn't too wide and going over your roof. Love it. Love them.
Yeah, I used it to be a little more
like, a safety,
like privacy. No,
yes.
I was thinking more privacy.
Privacy, yes.
Without spoiling the view, because if this is where this lot is supposed to be, you know, and you'll see at the end when we go into like real-time play, I want them to be able to see the view, and I want them to be able to have privacy. And this is your build.
Oh, this is my build. Oh, geez, we're just jumping in right here. Okay. I'm fine with that. Sure.
I didn't want to give it all away.
Oh, I love that space.
But this is.
That's my
I thought this was
right
ingenious for you.
That's my favorite space. I loved it. I was here for it. It actually was inspired by a real modern townhouse, 3-story townhouse. They had a space on the side of their building like that, and I on the side of their house, and I was like, that's brilliant. I love it. I'm using it forever. I did a lot of finagling, and I think I did the same thing.
Yes, you did a lot of finagling. Oh, and here you keep hitting the. Oh, you're hitting the build. You're hitting the shell. That's what you're hitting. I built it in the space that, the screenshots for the challenge were taken over there in Windenburg. Where are you at? You're in Newcrest?
I believe I'm in Newcrest. I put a lot of my build challenges in that area because it's literally just like 13 empty lots, 20 empty lots or something. It just makes life easier in general to know where your build challenges are. So that's what I do. Unless it's like last week's challenge, unless it's something that's like, oh, here's my struggle. Enjoy this one for, 5 or 10 minutes or so. Unless it's something like last time when we were doing the art studio. But most of my builds will go here in Newcrest. No, not Newcrest. What's it called? Uh-oh.
I thought... Now it escapes me.
Uh-oh. Honey, see, now we're having an issue, and we're recording. What happened, sweetie?
Oh, poor baby.
She fell off the couch. It's
all
right.
No.
It happens.
That's why you build all your Sims houses with guardrail on the couch.
This is my kitchen area. This is the bottom floor.
I picked this bit because it's how you build, right? You throw stuff out. And I felt that this was pretty interesting to like see. Oh, did you really use that vent thing?
I don't think so. I think I ended up. So what I did was I grabbed one of the rooftop vents from the other, like from the shell, so that it would be cohesive, and I put that. I put that in there, I believe.
And then did you just put a divider on the wall?
I did. I did. I just put a divider on the wall. Boom. There you go.
Yeah,
So
I was like,
plan,
that awesome. See, look at that.
but a little bit of privacy still, all the same. I think I ended up okay. So I always use that mug rack. It's like the Sim Supply always has a knife block. I always use that mug rack.
If you
It's
look
my
carefully, I always have a
thing.
bowling pin.
Oh, nice. Oh, here's where I place like 42 different things, and I'm trying to see which one fits in the space, which I like, and then I just delete. That's what I do.
You're dancing. Dance.
I move around just like a lot. I know
And
it's
that's a
hard
coffee
when you're
table
trying
with
to
the
edit.
fireplace, yeah?
Yes, which I thought was perfect for their space. It's very modern, right? But I also kind of wanted it like right up against that wall instead of in front of the actual couch. And then I put seating around it, like closer to it. We both use that chair again.
Yep.
What is the deal?
Oh, that's because it's a
Um,
really killer chair.
it is a really killer chair.
Did you
Yeah,
give
and I
them a
put
TV at
ottomans in
all?
here. No, because here's the thing. Like, okay, these two people are both so extraordinarily busy, which we'll get to that also when we get to the rooftop garden. One's a doctor and one's a veterinary nurse. So, I mean, I kind of liked the idea that they both, like, this is a whole Zen space. There's the little yoga kneeling thing, and then there's just like a nice little bench and some incense and stuff out here in this space. Because I mean they're busy, but they still need to get their chill on occasionally. So there's actually almost no electronics in this entire build. When would they have the time? I like their house being like this really relaxing space where those lights. I love those lights. Have you ever seen those?
The ones that you're putting on the floor?
Yes. Okay. So those are in Spa Day, and I've never seen a trim for the floor. Which, if you are in a house ever, a real
Yeah,
life
there's
house,
always
you
like a
see that there's
threshold.
trim.
Right.
So in Spa Day, there's this floor lighting, is what they called it, though I've never actually seen it light up. That looks exactly like floor trim, and I placed that in between the kitchen and the living room, so that like the kitchen and the hallway to the living room, so that it would have it. Okay, here is the outdoor garden space. So my general idea was that they wanted an outdoor garden, and they started planting, and then it just went absolutely insane, crazy wild because they just didn't have the time. And that's what I put here. It's just like a completely overgrown. I think I end up getting rid of those hedges, and I put up the other ones
Well, I
here
like that you
later.
actually used an air conditioner.
I did. I took the same air conditioner from across the way, like from the other side over there. I just dropper tooled it and then brought it over here so that it would be like generally the same. This outdoor seating area is one of my favorite parts of my build as well. Honestly, my outdoor areas in general is the favorite parts of my builds. You see how I change the time of day a lot? I know it's annoying. You're having to edit like this total dumpster fire. I apologize. I like to make sure that like the outdoor space, I put lighting in it. I like to make sure that at night it actually lights up. So I just move back and forth between the time of days a lot.
To
And
be
it's
honest, when I
irritating.
edit, I just look for what's interesting on it. Although I missed that one spot where I stopped to apparently do something. But I skim
Yes. I did
and
almost
I cut, and then I delete bits and pieces.
too much on all the landings because they weren't entirely usable spaces, but I wanted them to be. So like I put like that boot rack there, like they come out of the bedroom and their shoes are there.
Right.
For the man, I believe, because the boys' room was very, very small.
Did
I had to
they
get super creative with space.
Well, it said two bedrooms
Two
minimum.
bedrooms.
Did
Right.
they say, was there a child actually with the family?
No, there wasn't. But
Okay.
I also don't know if they're even together or if they're siblings. I have
Who knows?
no clue.
Why?
I did a room for each just in case. Because that seemed the thing to do at the time. But yeah, so like I made him a room and I made her a room. But it was complicated. That whole floor where I did bedrooms is just a mess. Oh God, I love that outdoor little alcove right there. It's seriously my favorite part of the whole build. I love it so much. I think I get rid of that couch and turn it into a fireplace. Yeah, I do. That's that's their rec room. It's got like a chessboard. I think I put an easel in there. Their one electronic in the entire house, which is the PC, is in there, which I just assume they use for work. And then when they get irritated, they just go out onto that little balcony and do some yoga and meditation. You know? I love those paintings, by the way. The one that was that guy.
Mm-hmm.
That you can all the different
Although,
colors. Like,
what pack is it from? I might not have it.
oh, I want to say City Living. I want to say
I have
like if
City
you see
Living.
right there in the landing, that red painting of that girl is the same painting. It's just a different color on that same painting.
Oh yeah.
Again, doing way too much stuff in the alcove. In the little landing.
Well, you want it to be usable. See, I didn't go outside my 15 by 15 space.
Okay, are you trying to say that I failed?
I'm not saying anything. I just didn't want. I didn't want. To be docked points for being outside my space. The limit. I got to the limit, and I smiled.
I figured that.
Oh wait, why do you have that wall there?
Because that was a part of the shell.
No.
That entire wall goes around the whole thing.
I didn't have that at all.
But I did, and that's part of the reason why this was such a struggle for me, was because I could not put windows on the entire bottom floor because that wall was there. It was a really complicated. I think it's where you placed your property. If you placed it right up against the line, it deleted the wall. Like if you placed it,
I didn't move. I just placed it. I didn't. I just hit place.
Know, but I was jelly because you didn't have a wall.
Okay, so now that makes sense to me. It's like, oh, what? Like, there's like that big wall that's part of like the environment, but no, you literally have a wall.
I literally have a wall, so that made where I put my entrance difficult. That made where I put windows difficult. It made the design of that entire section on the bottom floor extremely difficult, which is why on my bottom floor you'll see that it's a wall of paintings against that wall and no windows.
Well, that would be perfect. Well, now let's jump into actually taking a tour of these properties.
Oh, geez.
Welcome back. Now we are looking at our builds. This is my build. And yeah, what do you think, Blue?
I'm already super excited because of the use of that orange lamp that I had never seemed to be capable of using in your kitchen.
What?
Over the dining room table.
This? Why is it disappearing?
Do you see it? That one is beautiful. I love that. I'm so excited. Okay, I'm so ready. All right, tour your build for me. I want to see this. I love your color scheme already. It's absolute fire.
And through the wall.
Go out on a limb here and say that your build is more modern than mine. But that's also your forte. I mean, that's like what you do. And that is a struggle for me every time. I love those chairs at the bar. What are those from?
Cool kitchen stuff?
Chairs? Cool. Of course it's cool kitchen stuff. The only pack I don't have. That and romantic garden. Beautiful.
I
gorgeous.
Figured that if they are a modern and contemporary couple, that they would have a place for everything, and everything would have its place.
Yes.
Including like, I didn't even paint this. They're like, screw this. We just shut the door. Right? They have finished concrete. That's their wall. That's their floor choice.
I kind of love that though.
Well, it's a utility closet where water can happen. I did give them like I did give them a television. I figured that they would have like a cooking show on or something.
That sounds like them. Yeah.
And then obviously you could see into like space because the way the game kind of works when you're on the lower level. But
I love that so much. It was such a brilliant use of that second floor to make the walls taller. Which
screw you rules.
It's so brilliant. I love it so much.
And so this was like a relaxation office space, reading nook. You did the whole let's give them some outside space on the second level. I gave them the inside space on the second level where they could
Just chill.
use
It's a
their
chill place.
computer.
That's a nice computer. Dang. I mean, of course they would have money because one's a doctor and one's a veterinarian.
Yeah, but they don't spend enough time using it, right?
Right, of course not.
A little reading nook.
I like that. That's cute.
Right,
Can you pan to the right so I can see it? That's cute. I love that spa day little table thing right in front of that.
Yeah, that I kind
candle
of shoved in
wall.
there.
Yeah, that's brilliant. That's brilliant, and I love it.
I figured
match
that
so well.
they could look out and be like, "Oh, look, there's outside," and then read, right? I
Yeah,
think
I
this
love
would
it.
probably be where you would sit, probably about this high. So I did I sat here when I was building it. Like, what do you see? Like,
Right.
sure, they probably they might buy a rug or something. They're very simple and clean. Like, why would you want to cover up this hardwood floor? It has such great character.
So you use the hardwood. We use the same hardwood floor. We both use the hardwood floor from the Get Famous pack. It's like a pirate floor, but for whatever reason, it really fit the modern design. Like, it's supposed to be this weathered pirate floor, but it just looks so good in this space.
Yeah, it looks like it was reused. And then here's the second reading nook. If I could get my camera controls right. And I figured, we could sit here and oh, look, there's the mountains. There's the town.
Ooh,
You could just
beautiful.
look at, you've been staring at a page for a while. You've been reading, your book and all that stuff. And you're like, oh, look. I kind of kept this a little sparse.
There's your
Because,
bowling pin.
yep.
I love the use of that shelving there. That must have taken a lot of time to place, but totally worth it because it's gorgeous.
Yeah, but I also, I figured that they would be in this guy floats a bit, but that they would be
That's all right.
probably cleaner, right? Modern, that they wouldn't have so much clutter and and it looks like they've either
also don't
tossed
have
stuff
time
out or right.
accumulate clutter. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, they live rather simple but very busy lives. So, oh, you did the closet trick that I taught you. I love that trick. It's one of my favorite
What,
things.
this thing?
Yeah, where you place it into the wall.
Oh,
so
I
the
shove
closet
it.
door,
Yeah.
but you can't see it. I love that.
Why would somebody not want to do that?
It's one of my favorite things because if you recall, forever ago when you were playing Sims, I was trying to get you to do that, but you actually didn't have the closets because you didn't have steady living at the
Right,
time. Did I
and
buy it for you?
No, the closet comes with Get Together.
Get Together. Did I buy it for you, or
You
did I
did.
feel like I bought it for
I-
you? And
I
was
have
like,
it-
You need this closet. You
I
have to
have
live this
it.
closet life.
Because of you, so thank you.
It's so good. I love that. It makes me so happy. It does look weird from the top, but that it's
Well,
in the living
yeah.
space, it's perfection, and it makes sense. And that's how you would have a closet in real life, and it's
Right.
one of my favorite things. It looks so good in that space too.
I kept the bathrooms pretty nondescript. I shoved the shower underneath the steps.
She did 2 bathrooms. She's an overachiever. She put
I did
two
fit
bathrooms
2 bathrooms
in
up
this
here.
space.
Wait. Well, there's a third down there.
Oh, shut up. Stop. Listen.
Yeah, there's
See,
3
this
bathrooms
is
in this
why-
space. So here's this one.
Oh, I like that.
And then there's
That's
that one.
nice.
So
I
that's
didn't realize there was
one
a bathroom on that
bathroom,
floor.
one bathroom on the lower level,
Bottom
one
level.
bathroom on the loft, and 2 bathrooms on the 3rd floor.
Yeah, leave.
They have if I laugh too much, the mouse goes crazy.
I'm so jealous.
Why did you struggle having bathrooms? Why is
I
this a
did.
shocker to you?
The space is just too complicated, man. I mean, I don't.
Well,
I didn't
look at
use my
the
space well
look
enough,
at the
I guess.
look at the floor plan. Look at how you route. The
Yeah,
top
I mean, it
the
makes
top
sense.
stairwell, comes upstairs. To the
Guys,
space.
welcome to the series where Ezilii schools me on a regular basis. It's cool. It's fine. I'm not hurt.
I just wrecked our point of view there.
That's all right. It's gorgeous.
I
Whoa,
didn't know
hello?
who this bedroom was for, so I just kind of like threw stuff together and
It looks
figured.
kind of like a cool teen bedroom. I
Yeah,
like
I
that.
figured that they would be an older child, but not like. Yeah, I didn't.
Not quite an adult yet.
Yeah, like they're they really obviously like
Space and stars and
a
music.
guitar, and they have a plant,
Yeah,
and you know their
I love that
workspace,
closet.
homework space, their gaming space. So I just kind of kept it pretty straightforward.
Ah, I love this. I love this rooftop space so much. I love that outdoor grill with the thing over. I mean, it's gorgeous.
I did not give them a jacuzzi. So the one I did on Twitch has a jacuzzi, but this build is very different from that build.
Okay.
But I gave them a
The fireplace, coffee table.
yep, and like an outdoor like lounging sitting area while maybe you wait for dinner to be, you know,
Yeah, that's
ready.
gorgeous. That's gorgeous use of that whole rooftop area. I love that.
But I didn't
What's that
quite
little
like
door?
light it. Which
Where's
door?
that
This
door
door?
going?
This door?
Yeah,
The
are we just like assuming
steps.
like that's to Oh my god. That's brilliant.
It's
That
the
is
it's the hallway.
wow. You did such a good
Let me
job,
take this
Zealy.
away. So
You
you
just
see
have
the
a better
hallway
use
now?
of space. Like, yeah, I see it. I see it.
So if you have
I saw
guests
it
coming
before.
up,
I didn't see how it turned around to the stairs. I wasn't looking at that. I was looking at the hallway space to the bathrooms because I was like, how could I have used my space more efficiently to place a bathroom? And the issue is, I put like every place where there was stairs, I made it a landing area where I probably could have placed a bathroom, and I just didn't. But that's beautiful. I like if there's like a safety area. Like that is so safe to come up to the rooftop from those stairs. It's like a tall wall with a door. So like no one's safety is in question. No one. Everyone's gonna be fine.
but when we were talking about these hedges, like how you had used those hedges and I'd
Yeah.
used those hedges, I was planning on like if we have a dinner party, we want some privacy. We don't want our nosy
I mean,
neighbors to
there are other things that could happen on those couches over there also that we don't have to get into, but privacy is definitely an issue.
but like, this they could
And you
still
nailed it.
peek through to
See the
see the
beautiful
city,
mountains and
right?
the neighborhood. Yeah, it's beautiful. Oh, I like those lights. Ooh, are they that big originally, or did you size them down?
I'm pretty sure they're that big.
They're beautiful. I like those. I've never seen those before. They look like sculptures. What pack is that from?
Mm,
It looks like a city living lamp. It does, but I could be wrong.
probably. I don't know. So yeah, that's here's a nice overview of this floor plan. The
Beautiful
first
color
floor.
scheme. You did brilliantly. I mean, you just honestly, if this was a competition, you utilized space far better than I did. And that's one of my favorite of all time hacks right there, where you only did half of the second floor so that the bottom floor was actually double walls.
Screw
Brilliant.
you, rules.
I see your rules and I raise you. No, thanks.
And then third floor bedroom and bathrooms. They have a shower. They have a tub, right?
Yeah, I mean, just genius and brilliant, and I love it.
And then outdoor space.
Like I said, if this is a competition, you blew me away. Your outside is a little plain.
Yeah,
It's
but
a
it's a
little
modern
plain,
box of,
but it does fit. Right, it does fit with the design.
I took that building right there.
Oh, to do your inspiration for your outside of your house. I like it, and it fits. It fits with the rest of the buildings.
Like, yeah, I could have maybe done like one of these
So
Bavarian
complicated.
type things.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I feel like I can go in there and get a beer and a waffle, is what I'm saying.
You should.
Right corner building, a beer and a waffle simultaneously is what that building is.
So, yeah, I mean, I would accept that it is a little plain. Um,
But it
but I
suits
don't
it. It
generally.
suits the modern build.
Right, it's clean and crisp and
And mine is very not.
very
Again,
nondescript.
because I have problems with doing modern builds.
The
But that's gorgeous.
the pizzazz is in the building itself.
No, it's a beautiful build. I love it.
If I were to do a house, maybe I'll add more knickknacks and but the space 5x15. I literally ran with 5x15. I didn't cut into it. I didn't go out of it. I didn't like try to like sneak a second level. Like I considered maybe I could buy more 5x15 space if I were to expand the second floor and have the first floor be a foundation,
Right.
but I left it as that. Yeah, it's very nondescript, but this is what would sell for a lot of money.
Right. But beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love how the back end is just all windows, which again, I couldn't do because there's a wall around my space. So my bottom floor couldn't have windows like that, but it's absolutely gorgeous.
And now Blue's build.
Okay.
Are we missing steps?
We are, but that's okay. That's a-okay.
We had problems
Um,
placing this because whatever shows up on my end is not how she finished it.
Yeah, and apparently like we didn't use all the same packs, and so some of my stuff just disappeared. So that outdoor area, yes, it's outside of the 15x5.
It is outside of the
delete.
15x5. That was the rule.
Listen, you said screw the rules. I say screw the
Hey,
rules.
I said screw the rules within 15x5. But the rule was no tall walls.
Well,
I took your
technically
tall wall and I said shove it.
that technically isn't anything built. It's not walls or anything outside
True,
of
it's
the
just
area.
it's just the seating,
And
right?
it's easy to delete if you are just like, hey, let's follow the rules and you want to delete it. That's easy. Just delete it. Again, we use the same chair again, by the way. That chair
look
is
at that.
gay.
Look at that. That's such a beautiful chair.
I love those blinds too. Like,
Where
I
are
love
those?
Blinds.
Those weren't the ones I used.
No, they were not. And they come in like 52 colors. I just can't remember. And see, I didn't. Okay, so Ezilii did not have a back wall on her property.
Look at you.
Yeah, I did a glass in this area, and then I made sure that the fan was over on the on the floor, like on the roof of this area.
The front door.
So it's like a really pretty, like, natural lighting coming in from the roof.
Yeah, but for like having this wall here that I didn't have,
Oh, I actually shoved some plants back there so that when they were looking out their window in the dining room area, they had something to look at because it was just a wall.
You added a ton of light.
I did.
For not having real, like, some windows, right?
Right. That whole wall has like no windows on it because it's a wall, except for here in the back corner. And like I said, I threw some plants over in that corner in between the wall, which makes no sense. I mean, if you're going to say that in the comments, I understand. It makes no sense that there are plants growing there. But I needed something in the dining room area, so just kind of threw plants in between the wall and the window.
Oh, there's our favorite chair again.
Yeah, I put 2 of those in there. I like them being equally across from one another. Like just looking at one another. Hello?
Hi, how are you? How are you? You.
You. Yeah. Oh man. I love this kitchen.
I dig it. I really dig this dark wall too.
Yeah,
What
I
wall is
originally
that?
had it as the rectangular white that you did, but then I ended up with that one.
Oh, you know what? You have a window here now. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a window there.
There
and
was
there's
like
blinds on it,
there was a divider that was there.
Yes, and I removed it and put a window in because I didn't like it.
And then there was a
makes no
divider
sense, but-
here, and now it's the spa day thing.
Yeah, that's weird. I'm okay with it though. I like it.
Why?
It's weird because there's candles by a microwave, and that seems dangerous. But okay,
No,
we'll
I
go
mean
with it.
it's candles, but no, not. I don't think that is dangerous.
Also, she's a veterinary nurse, so I actually put some random pet stuff in the house. You'll see little pet beds and a bowl, because I assume that at some point, and I actually made the characters as well. I made them, and I made them both dog lovers, or cat lovers. So I kind of assume, and that screen is there now, which is weird because I didn't put that there. That was like a seating area. And we had 3 things that got deleted when we downloaded this. So
Yeah, but what's funny is it didn't seem like
it was that
I was
many
missing
things.
any packs.
Yeah, that's weird. So that was actually a seating area and a mirror, I believe. If you download it and you've got it, then you'll see what it was. Who knows?
Yeah.
Really minimalist eating area, because I just assumed they would mainly eat where the glass ceiling is.
It's a bathroom with a laundry hamper. Is laundry in
Yes.
here? Oh, you have a shower down here.
Yes.
Here, let's
This might even be the only bathroom. It's very possible this is the only bathroom.
Wait, what? Really?
It
You have
might
all
be.
of this space.
I know. See, this is what I was talking about. This is
Where do they
Ezili's
eat
telling me.
dinner?
At that tiny little nook over there, or in their living room, where they can look out upon the land that doesn't exist because it's all these buildings.
You mean the land that is blinds and some?
Yep. Told you I had a hard time with this build, because the wall ruins everything. The
Yeah.
wall
See, I didn't have
actually
that,
ruins
and that's
everything.
that's what perplexes. That's why I'm perplexed.
That wall is so frustrating, because without that wall there, okay, if that wall was not there, this would not have been designed this way. It just wouldn't have. There would have been more windows on this side of the house. They would have had a dining area in that hallway that was looking out upon the land, instead of shoved into this corner. Possibly would have done something different in that corner, like maybe a reading nook underneath the stairs.
But this is
I
the wall
hadn't-
I was talking about when we were looking at my build.
Yeah, that's definitely not the wall that I was
So
talking about.
I built the building mostly this way. But what's
It's
nice is
just-
that we both enter on the same side, which is
Yeah,
like the
yeah,
alleyway.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, who wants to
mean,
see
what-
a garbage can when you walk out your front door?
Right, exactly.
On Twitch, this was my entrance. You
I would have
you
loved my
entered it
entrance
this
to
way.
been there, but there was a wall. Are you seeing why I struggled so hard with
Yeah.
this build with the wall
I
there?
struggled with space planning. You struggled because you had this weird wall that came from nowhere.
And because of that weird wall, I couldn't space plan the entire downstairs. Everything had to be angled to this side of the house. And it was just like so complicated. I just, there were some uhs when I was building, for sure.
Well, sometimes
was
you want to
also-
build a wall, but not. We won't go there.
And when Ezilii gets political, tune in. Yeah, so that actually really did have a very large bearing on how my build was, because that wall was there. And I wasn't going to edit it because it was a part of the shell when I downloaded it. So I just kept it. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, meanwhile, it's not a part of my
have
shell, which is weird.
Yeah, and that's really frustrating. Like,
What are these steps
know.
from?
Get to work. Get to
Hmm.
work. They come in like 6 or 7 different colors, and I did the steel ones because they kind of matched the.
Oh, you know what?
Industrial.
I probably did use them when I built that TV set, and I didn't remember. I
So
ended up
there's a
using the
pa-
glass ones. I think
The,
is what I
oh
used.
yeah, I like the glass stairs. So I obviously made her room much bigger because she's a girl, okay, and she needs more space. I really wanted use of those that wood sculpture thing. But what you didn't see was during my build, I actually changed the time of day before I placed them to make sure that they blocked the morning sun from her bed. And they do. No morning sun hits her bed because of where those are.
Good.
Only afternoon and evening sun. And I love that wood right there. And I love that dresser too. It's very
Yeah, I do like that dresser.
just kind of perfect for the area.
My fear was that, who lives in these buildings?
Right.
So I tried to make sure that
Right.
some of them were private, but that's an awesome view.
Of the mountains. They needed something with that wall.
Yeah, so
and
you
the
had, like,
building butted right up against another building. I had to put some big windows on the second and third floor just so that they had something to see,
You would
you
you would
know?
wake up, you'd be like, "Oh, look, there's a ceiling fan." And then you just turn and like, "Oh, look, mountains."
Oh, the mountains. What an overcast, beautiful day.
Right.
I love
I do dig the wood on your walls
the wood
here.
paneling in
Yeah.
here. Yeah.
I'm not a
I live
fan of wood paneling in IRL, but that
I
kind of
know.
sells me.
I live in Tennessee, and the two things that you will find here always are wood paneling and tile basement floors on a split level. They're in almost every split level house. And so I've tried to embrace it because I never used to put wood paneling on walls. I tried to embrace it and make it just like, what's a way that I can make wood paneling beautiful, basically, is my general goal here.
Oh, so you're reusing the dresser. That's good. I mean, it's consistent, right?
I mean, it's a little boring, I'm not gonna lie, but I
No,
couldn't
but
find
like,
another modern dresser. Like, I just didn't have very many, and especially that would fit in that space and not butt up against the door and cause problems. I
oh,
also made
there's
sure
another
that
bathroom right there.
there is another bathroom with a tub. I did do 2 bathrooms. I did. And he has his own entrance, but I also put an entrance in the hallway so that she could get to it. And then I overly designed the landing yet again. He doesn't have a lot of space, so I put a male boot rack outside so that he can get
Oh,
his
I'm missing a
shoes
paint
outside of his
color.
bedroom. Oh, it's the same dark wood, and we're gonna encounter it again upstairs on the outside level. It's the
Whatever that
same
dark wood
dark
is from.
slats. Yes, whatever it is, you don't have it, which is fine. Imagine that that's a dark wood. Okay, thanks. I put it on all of the
Oh
safety
yeah, and
railings
that's
around
like,
those
and you would
stairs.
see it through that.
Yes, and it contrasts and it
So
looks
here's the
nice.
part that I
That's my favorite part of the whole house, right there.
I
That's it.
I concur.
It's my favorite. I love it so much. And it's up high enough that the view is actually rather nice.
This is on the third
So,
level.
yes, third level. It's on the third level and it's above the other buildings in the shell. So it's got like a decent-ish view. I mean, you can see all of the rooftop uh
Hold on, let me get
uh
it to where it's I could leave it like this and we could admire the view. There.
and that's inspired from a real modern 3-level townhouse that exists. I was looking some up for inspiration because I'm really bad at modern, and I found 2 different houses that I really liked, and this is amalgamation, the exterior only. This is a combination of the 2 of them, and I just loved that third floor side space that was on one, and I loved the slat design because I've got all these black and white slats. I loved the slat design and the balcony that was on the other house. So I just kind of put them together in the same build. And I put tons of like overgrowth because, again, these people wanted a garden, but they're so busy that they just couldn't. So there's overgrowth all over this garden that's like spilling off, even though you can see that wood. Don't look at it. It's not real. That wood isn't there. It's not there. Just like kind of everywhere. I don't know that I love there's that dark wood again that's supposed to be on the other landing
Wait,
of
does
the
this just go outside? Is this technically outside?
yeah, there's no safety there. There's no like saving you from the rain. I left it wide open, and I decided that I was okay with that because I'm weird. Just goes right outside. No, it doesn't make sense. You're right, but I like it.
It's yeah, I mean, although it would open wow, Discord. Thanks. Discord gave me a hiccup and I heard me for a second. Um uh I can only imagine the heating bill.
I know, right? For sure, especially in winter. How are you going to be on this floor at all without freezing to death? I'm actually not sold
How are
on
you
that
going to
weird
be
little
in the
balcony
how are
plant
you going to
thing.
be in the house without freezing to death?
Exactly. I left it open though. I did. I thought about it a lot, and I was like, you know what? No,
Uh-oh.
I am going to leave it
Whoops.
open.
Why?
Is Discord throwing a fit?
No.
Discord, please.
Our video is throwing a fit.
Oh, it isn't moving.
Hmm. Well, issues today is the name of the game.
You know what? But we're embracing it. We're just going to embrace the struggle. I did use a lot of completely different windows, which I mean, I guess a lot of people don't like that, but I just wanted
Well, it works.
a different design on some places.
Well, like this,
you know, like in the back,
let me
there's
move down because you
the
have
windows that match the other builds in the
Yeah.
back here. And then I've got the little teeny tiny box windows on that landing there.
maybe
I
it
hate
was
that. I'm gonna delete that.
remodeled.
Right? I'm gonna delete that
Uh,
little balcony flower area. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I'm gonna delete it from the build. It doesn't match it. It isn't cute. It doesn't match. I'm getting rid of it.
I think it adds character.
Yeah, but I don't like it. I don't like it.
It's
I
your
didn't
build,
like
not
it
mine.
when I was building it, and I was like, I'm gonna put it here anyway because I'd struggled so much with that downstairs area. I was like, fine, I just need to add something because the outside is just too plain. And yeah, I'm probably just gonna get rid of that. Hey, we use the same window right there, the 4-slat modern window. I love that window on the side of the house.
I didn't.
You used that, but you used white.
I changed them.
Oh, did you? And I missed that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It's
the wall
basically
that was
this
the bane of my
window right here.
existence.
This middle window.
Yes. I probably should have put some window dressing on that since that's his bedroom, but
Well,
I
I
wanted to
mean,
keep it
he
open.
literally changes in front
It's
of,
to a wall, right?
like, if you had somebody who was really invested in the inner workings of people, who wants to, like, people watch way up here, then, I mean, so be it. But, I mean, you can't yell at him for changing if, like, who even lives here? Nobody.
Right? It's like a weird castle wall. I mean, I like it. I love that outdoor seating area as well.
I dig it.
I hand put lights on the side. Do you see the twinkle lights?
Yeah, I think you did a good job. I mean, for you being self-proclaimed, you can't do modern.
I can't.
Let me get to this
It's
point
not-
so we could just
it's
look
not
at
my
it from
thing.
here. I think you did good. Like,
All right. Well, thank you. From the modern queen, I really appreciate that.
well, I mean, I'm not like,
You are. Own it and embrace it.
I mean, maybe
You're
I'm
so good at
modern,
it.
but yeah, I like, so to like wrap up, I found this challenge pretty challenging, which is I was looking for fun and I found it. And the fun was in the challenge, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely the hardest build ever that I've ever had to do, but I definitely enjoyed it. I mean, what was it, 4.5 hours of footage that you had to bring down? I mean, I struggled, but it was worth it because there aren't a lot of complicated designs when you're like a building veteran. Do you know what I mean? And this was so complicated that it made it more fun for me.
Yeah, for sure. And I would encourage anybody who's going to make a build challenge to give kind of a client profile and give parameters.
Yeah,
I think
for
I
sure.
found that probably the most interesting part. It's like, oh, there's 2 clients
Yep.
and here's their budget. Here's their taste.
Yeah.
Here's
and your
their
builder,
needs.
your interior decorator, and you have to understand who they are. And this challenge definitely outlined that to perfection. And I really enjoyed that. Definitely keep giving us challenges like this.
Yes, please.
This was excellent.
Speaking of giving us challenges, if you guys have any challenges you'd like us to tackle, please drop them in the comments below.
We'll do them.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, even if it's a past challenge that, you know, whoever made it has done, toured all the stuff and proclaimed a winner. I mean, we're not in it for quote unquote fame and glory or being, you know, a winner of said challenge. We're in it for fun and sharing our
Yeah.
tips and tricks.
We just want to have the time of our life, you know? I don't care how old the challenge is. I'll do it. And then cry when Ezilii does 1,000% better than me. But
Oh,
it's
shush.
fine because I love her.
Well, that does it for this. My name is Ezilii. You can find all of my Twitter and Twitch stuff down below.
And my name is Blueeyes, and you can find my stuff down below, right below hers.
Until next time, guys, happy building. Stay awesome.
Bye, guys. Heart you lots.